Save even more on hundreds of products store-wide with Hy-Vee Perks prices like Hy-Vee Fresh Ground Beef. Hy-Vee Perks price, $2.99 a pound in a 3-pound roll. Hy-Vee Shredded Cheese, Hy-Vee Perks price, $1.99. And Hy-Vee Chicken Noodle or Tomato Soup, Hy-Vee Perks price, just 59 cents. Make the switch or sign up and start saving today. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
The new year often brings colder temperatures to Iowa, which means snow and ice. Even though we work hard to keep the lights on, sometimes Mother Nature has a different plan in store. If your power goes out, give us a call to let us know, and then hang tight while we fix power lines. If there is a large storm, follow us on Facebook for power restoration updates. And remember to stay away from any downed power lines outside. Assume it's live and not safe. Looking out for you, we're Pella Cooperative Electric.
It's volunteer season. Pella Corporation thanks those who volunteer to make our area a great place to live. It's clear that when you volunteer, you're helping others. On the job, the Pella team creates energy-efficient Pella windows and doors for homes and businesses throughout North America. And once the job is done, many Pella Corporation team members volunteer to make a difference in their communities. Let's hear a cheer for volunteers. For more information on exciting careers at Pella Windows and Doors, visit Pella.com/careers.
Welcome back here inside the Cabinet Design of Pella radio post-game show. At Cabinet Design of Pella, they expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. Call Mike Blum, the cabinet guy at Cabinet Design of Pella here on KNIA, KRLS radio. And when we start off, just taking a look back at this game, just a rough go against a really good Dallas Center Grimes squad for this Eagles team tonight.
Yeah, we obviously knew it was a tough task for them. I actually have to think that Coach has to be somewhat happy because at least from where I sat, I saw a lot of positives in what they did. They only had 6 turnovers in the second half. I think that's a big positive. I realized that by the fourth quarter, Dallas Center Grimes was playing their second and third string players, but they really cut down on the amount of turnovers, so that was big. They shot the free throws pretty well. They got to running clock, but they actually narrowed the lead while it was in the running clock. So that was good to see that they was able to do that. I saw a lot of good give and goes. I just didn't quite see enough one-on-one action. When they get the ball in the lane, I made that comment Saturday against Oski. You get the ball in that free throw lane, 8 feet from the basket, you got to put a shot up somehow. I don't know what kind of move you got to make, but you got to learn how to make a move there and put the ball up, and because you're not going to get much closer than that. And they did that a couple times, but they still turned the ball out to the outside a few times there. So there's some things they can still work on, but I did see some positives.
Absolutely. I thought there was a lot of good positive things, too, as we jump into tonight's final stats presented by the Verduft Agency. Wayne, I'll let you start with whatever you've got from the game and what stands out.
Yeah, team-wise, DCG shot a really good percentage. They slowed down. They had a 57% in the first half, but 49% for the game. They especially that fourth quarter, they kind of sloughed off a little bit. Again, they were down to second and third string players, so they missed some shots there to hurt their percentage. So they were 24 for 49, which is 49%. Pella Christian ended up shooting 23% on the night, so they upped theirs in the second half a little bit, going a total of 9 for 39. So, a little better improvement there. Not great yet. Turnovers-wise, Pella Christian only had 20 when they had 14 at halftime. So, I think that's a good positive. And they forced DCG into 13 turnovers. I mean, against a really good team that handles the ball well and has good athletes, that's not too bad. Pella Christian got out-rebounded 31-25. So they kind of narrowed that gap a little bit in the second half. But, again, against a senior-heavy, strong, tall team, that's not too bad.
Oh, not at all. Then we continue with tonight's final stats presented by the Verduft Agency. Rachel Kakmarinsky led the way for Pella Christian, 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Faith Kakmarinsky had 7 points. Karis Ficker had 3 points. Jessa DeVries had 3 points. Chloe Snyder had 5 points. Addie Van Arendonk had 2 points. Aubrey Van Coten had 1 point, and Bryn Runner had 2 points. That's the scoring for the Eagles. For Dallas Center Grimes, Kayla Rice had 19 points. Vanessa Bickford had 5. Macy Meyer had 4. Josie Lampy had 14. Aubrey Johansson had 13 points. Devin Carlisle had 2. Sydney Miller had 6. Tessa Jones had 3. That's tonight's final stats presented by the Verduft Agency. Let Chad, Lance, or Larry examine your stats. Customize an insurance plan for you. The Verduft Agency, providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. When we look at our Hormel Foods Radio key play and player of the game, the key play, I think it was just the defense of Dallas Center Grimes tonight. It really dictated the way that this game was played, I thought. I think if you're looking for an Eagles key play, I think that I look back to the start of the fourth quarter there. The Eagles ran a nice little set play, got Faith a good look at a three-pointer. She set her feet, knocked it down to get that first score. And I think it highlighted some of those positive things that we were talking about there at the in the second half offensively that this Eagles team was able to do.
Yeah, this was a game where Dallas Center Grimes was in control from the beginning, so there's no one play that turned the tide for either team. Obviously, they were in total control, but for me, a key play was there early in the third quarter where Pella Christian ran a really nice give and go and got, I think it was Rachel Kakmarinsky that got a nice give and go layup, and that's the type of plays they've got to work on. Get that timing down to where you know how to make that good pass, know when to make that good pass, and then be able to finish that play. And if they can get a whole lot more of that, this could be a really good team. But they've just got to work on that and make that their consistent play.
That they do, and that is our key play, our key player. I think it goes to Rachel Kakmarinsky. I don't know how many rebounds. She had a really good night rebounding. I know, though, added on to the fact that she led the Eagles with 12 points, and that is our Hormel Foods Radio key play and player of the game. Looking for a key to your new career, visit HormelJumpsKnoxville.com. Time to go in closing, presented by Light and State Bank. Win, I'll let you give us our closing thoughts here for the girls' game.
This game's over with now. They're back on schedule. They've got 4 days to prepare for Grandview Park, or Grandview Christian. I keep wanting to say Grandview Park Baptist. I'm sorry.
That is what it formerly was.
I know. That's what it was when I was coaching. I had a lot of good matches with some of their volleyball coaches and golf coaches. So, they've got all week to kind of enjoy homecoming festivities throughout the week and do some practice and get ready for the game on Friday night, a game that they're, I hate to tell you this as an alumni of Grandview, but they're pretty heavily favored to win that game. So
I might be an alum of Grandview Christian, but I have already tried to inform people. It's like I work for Pella. I work for KNIA, KRLS, but at the end of the day, my beat is Pella Christian. So I'll be fair to both parties. I won't show favoritism to one or the other. But that's in closing, presented by Light and State Bank. Grow strong with us. You've been listening to the Cabinet Design of Pella Radio postgame show. The Cabinet Design of Pella, they expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectation. Call Mike Blum, the cabinet guy at Cabinet Design of Pella. Before we step away, we got a couple Strawberry City Learnster radio updates that just came in that we got to get to. And those are that the Pella boys basketball team leads Des Moines North 16-15 at the end of the first quarter. Norwalk girls basketball defeated Newton 58-23. And Knoxville leads Clark 42-29 after 3. That's a Strawberry City Learnster radio update. Back with the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show after this on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Whether you're expanding your operation to meet growing demand, investing in new technologies to maximize your yields, or simply safeguarding your farm for future generations, Bank Iowa can help you take the next step towards solidifying your operation's continued success. So anything you can imagine, let's make it happen. Bank Iowa, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mike Blum with Cabinet Design of Pella and Wood Harbor Cabinetry is just as attentive and imaginative as you are when it comes to your remodel. Just ask Justin Plate of Pella.
I've known Mike for a lot of years, and he's just known for high quality and attention to detail, and I'm kind of a perfectionist type person. I really like things done the right way. I've known him to be very high attention to detail and have been really impressed through that whole project.
Hi, I'm Mike Blum, the cabinet guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations.
The staff at Pella Real Estate Services would like to say thank you to all the area residents who have supported our growing business.
We're now so much more than just Mike and Sarah Bouquet and feel honored to be of service to this great community and surrounding areas.
We want to wish everyone and their families a truly hope-filled new year.
Call any member of our team at 628-1BUY and ask how we can assist you this new year.
That's 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust in Knoxville supports all the Marion County athletic teams and athletes competing this year. The values of hard work, sportsmanship, and perseverance will help them not only on the field, but in life for years to come. When you want these values in your automotive service, look no further than Raceway Tire and Exhaust, your one-stop auto headquarters located at 1318 West Bell Avenue in Knoxville or at racewaytireandexhaust.com.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust. We got what you need to get you on the go.
Welcome back to the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show on KNIA, KRLS.com. Scooters Coffee in Pella. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. And before we jump into anything with our boys coverage, let's take a look at the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard because we just got a final from our last girls game tonight. So Stryver Cellular Instant Radio update to kick off the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. Knoxville defeats Clark 55-38 on Panthers versus Cancer night. Taking us through our girls scores, Dallas Center Grimes defeats Pella Christian 66-35. Pella defeats Des Moines North 52-21. Norwalk defeats Newton 58-23. Knoxville defeats Clark 55-38, and that's the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard for the girls games. In boys basketball, Pella leads North 16-15 after the opening quarter, and again, that is our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. And we get ready for this boys contest, and we start with our game time temperature presented by Van Heften Plumbing and Heating. We're hoping it's similar to what it was when we started the girls game. We had 33 as the game time temperature for when we started the girls game. I am currently waiting for my phone to update me on what the temperature is outside. It's taking a minute.
I'm going to guess 31.
It stayed the same. It's 33. We're above freezing. That is great news. There is some rain possible after 2 a.m., so just fair reminder for those traveling on roadways, be safe in the morning. Don't, give yourself a little extra time maybe. Don't rush too much. Might be a little slick out in the morning. I know crews are working on that, but while it is 33 degrees outside, it's nice and comfortable here inside the Pella Christian High School gym. If your home isn't staying comfortable during this cold Iowa winter, call on the heating and cooling experts at Van Heften Plumbing and Heating in Pella. You'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Heften.
When we take a look at our Hormel Foods radio keys to the game for this boys basketball contest between Pella Christian and Dallas Center Grimes. And I would say that the big key that I have for the Eagles is don't get overwhelmed by the moment. I think that, against Norwalk, the fourth quarter they were leading. It was a tough physical game, and just kind of felt like in a couple moments they let themselves get carried away by how big of a moment it was. And so I would just say, be in the present. I also remember back to 2 years ago, we went up to Dallas Center Grimes in a very similar matchup where second place in the district was potentially on the line, and it was not a good showing for the boys that night. So I would just say be in the moment. Don't let it get too big for you, and, just enjoy games like this.
Well, I haven't seen Dallas Center play this year. This game, when it was originally scheduled, was an important game because it would have been basically for second place in the conference and potentially keeping yourself in the hunt for a conference championship. Now with the two losses to Norwalk, Pella Christian is going to need some help if they're going to want to get to that first place spot, because it's likely that Norwalk's not going to lose twice in the remaining games, but not impossible, but likely they won't. So you're still basically playing for second. You've got to beat DCG here tonight, and then probably again later, and run the rest of the season to get yourself into that second place finish. DCG typically comes in with teams that really get up and down the floor hard and fast. Last year's team didn't do that as much, and so I expect this year's team probably isn't going to be quite as quick and up and down the floor as what Pella Christian has seen in the past. Pella Christian, I think, has probably got a little better bench strength and certainly got a height advantage, so hopefully they can utilize all of those things.
Yeah, that's our Hormel Foods Radio keys to the game. Looking for the key to your new career, visit HormelJobsKnoxville.com. Our colors of the game for this contest, Dallas Center Grimes is going to be wearing the road red uniforms with the white lettering and white numerals, white trim. For Pella Christian tonight, they're going to be wearing the home white uniforms with the maroon numerals and lettering and the yellow trim, or the gold trim, excuse me. That is the colors of the game. And the starting lineups for this contest. We'll start with the visitors from Dallas Center Grimes. It'll be a 6'3" senior guard, number 32, Jaden Jones. 5'10" junior guard, number 2, Tate Perrin. 6'2" forward senior, number 24, Jonathan Howard. A 6'5" senior center, number 50, Calix Cahill. And a 6'3" senior guard, number 4, Jackson Green. That's the starting lineup for Dallas Center Grimes under the direction of Coach Joel Rankin. For Pella Christian, their starting lineups tonight, it'll be a 6'2" senior guard, number 13, Caleb Van Arendonk. 6'4" senior forward, number 4, Isaiah Breams. 6'5" senior forward, number 31, Josiah Voss. 6'3" senior guard, number 23, Dane Geetings. And 5'8" senior guard, number 3, Tyson DeVries. That is the starting lineups for tonight's contest and what should be a really fun showdown in the Little Hawkeye Conference as the Eagles officially get their starters announced. If you're joining us on the Pella Christian YouTube channel, tonight's video presentation on the Pella Christian High School YouTube channel is presented by KNIA, KRLS Radio. Kenyon Geetings, Jacob Harmon, and Frank Vandenbosch do a fantastic job with our YouTube stream here at Pella Christian. And we're set for Little Hawkeye Conference basketball as we wrap up reading off the starting lineups here for this contest. 8 minutes are on the clock. We get ready for the first quarter of this contest. In case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. The Eagle boys looking to salvage a doubleheader split here against the Mustangs after the Pella Christian girls fell 66-35 in the opening game of this doubleheader. And that's in case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Energy's high here to kick off homecoming week on Eagle Lane. Josiah Voss, Calix Cahill in the center circle for tonight's opening tip, presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Calix Cahill wins the tip for Dallas Center Grimes. Opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply and Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Calix Cahill handing off here to number 2, Tate Perrin. Now handing off to Jackson Green off of the screen. Green shot no good, and Caleb Van Arendonk grabs the rebound. Tyson DeVries kicks ahead. Dane Geetings deep three-pointer, no. Rebounded by Tate Perrin. And kicking ahead, ball goes into the hands of Jackson Green. Now to Tate Perrin. Over to Calix Cahill. Cahill will try a three-pointer. That no good. And Eagles at the rebound. Tyson DeVries looking to push the pace for the Eagles. He thought about a three momentarily. Look at a drive. He'll kick back out, and Isaiah Breams will try a three. That one's no good. We're still scoreless. 7:06 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, not much offensive movement by either team. It's just let's see who can make a shot from outside.
Yeah, and that outside shot was no good by Jaden Jones. We're still scoreless after a minute of play here. And Tyson DeVries with the basketball off of the screen of Josiah Voss. Look at a drive. He'll kick to Isaiah Breams in the corner. Breams back out to Dane Geetings. Cross court to Tyson DeVries. Now to the top of the key to Breams. Off of the screen, Geetings driving. Lost the basketball for a moment. Jaden Jones got on the floor, and it's the first turnover for the Eagles there. And on the other end, Jonathan Howard going to try a three. That one's no good. And finally, a foul as Jaden Jones fouled by Isaiah Breams on the rebound there. We've got 3 opportunities at points now for Jaden Jones.
Well, neither team seems to be scared to put the long ball up, and Dane tried to drive in there and didn't get that done. Dallas Center gets the offensive board. Now they're going to get a at least 1 point off the offensive rebound.
Yeah, first point of the game here. 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes leads Pella Christian with 6:21 to go in the first quarter. And Jones goes 2 of 2 now at the line. So 2-0 Dallas Center Grimes to start here. 6:19 to go in the first quarter. And Caleb Van Arendonk will set up the offense for Pella Christian on this possession. Isaiah Breams in the corner. Kicks back to Van Arendonk. Coach Bohr encouraging his guys to keep working as Isaiah Breams, his pass is kicked there, trying to find Dane Geetings. How about this in a Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio update? Pretty cool. Knoxville Cancer Relay donated, or the Knoxville Cancer Relay raised $50,500 for Panthers versus Cancer. Natalie Collins, a senior at Knoxville, raised almost $5,000 by herself, so pretty cool deal. Caleb Van Arendonk open look at a three. That one's left short. Dane Geetings with the rebound now, though. And Geetings going to try again for a three from the other wing. Shot no good and rebounded by Calix Cahill. 2-0 still our score. Dallas Center Grimes leading Pella Christian. 5:32 to go in this opening quarter of play. And a deep three-pointer from Jackson Green goes this time. 5-0 Dallas Center Grimes over Pella Christian here. 5:22 to go in the first quarter. Dane Geetings to Tyson DeVries, now to Caleb Van Arendonk. Isaiah Breams into the lane, kicks out. Josiah Voss thought about a three. Instead, he spins into the lane, and tough take to the basket for Josiah Voss. And the Eagles finally on the scoreboard here. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and it's 5-2 Dallas Center Grimes on Pella Christian.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that shot off between those two guys. He just stayed with it and split the defenders and got it off the glass.
Yeah, inside the ball goes to Calix Cahill, and his fall-away shot with the right hand is good.
Yeah, he's going to be tough in there if you let him get that deep. Might need to get Croyd in the game to challenge him a little bit around the basket.
And a miscommunication there between DeVries and Van Arendonk, because DeVries was looking to throw the ball to the corner to Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk was looking to stay on the wing. And it's the second Pella Christian turnover, 7-2. Dallas Center Grimes leads Pella Christian with 4.5 to play in this opening quarter. Ball goes back to Cahill in the post. Back out to Jaden Jones. He'll drive, kicks. Tate Perrin going to try a three this time, and he'll knock it down. Great start for Dallas Center Grimes, 10-2 with 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Tyson DeVries off of a pair of screens from Josiah Voss. Ball swings to Dane Geetings. He'll drive baseline, looking to throw it to Josiah Voss. Didn't have a lane, though. Threw it off of the leg. It goes to the Mustangs. And to the basket, laying it in. Jonathan Howard lays it in at a rare Pella Motors timeout called by J.D. Bohr and the Eagles. J.D. Bohr not thrilled with what he's got with his guys are doing right now.
They're just getting totally out-hustled. Pella Christian is in really trying to force the ball into places where it doesn't need to go. They need better passing around the perimeter and then make the good cuts down the lane, and they're just not able to do that. And they're getting beat up the floor, and DCG's getting whatever they want.
Yeah, you're listening to Pella Christian Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM KRLS, Knoxville, or on KNIA, KRLS.com, KRLS2 Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD2 Knoxville Pella. Everyone has a goal, an inspiration, a reason for being, whatever that is for you, Bank Iowa says.
Let's make it happen.
As Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio updates, Pella boys basketball leads North 30-25 at halftime. Norwalk leads Newton 21-9 after 1 quarter of play. And Tyson DeVries with the basketball out of the timeout. Dane Geetings passes to DeVries, who gets fouled by Jackson Green, his team's first.
Pella Christian does bring Croyd into the game to create a little bit more of a defensive presence in there around the post.
Caleb Van Arendonk and Josiah Voss get a breather as Cooper Sprunk and Caden Croyd come in. And J.D. Bohr calls out the play that he wants to see from his Eagles squad. Dane Geetings off of the screen from Croyd. Nice back cut, Isaiah Breams, and a beautiful find by Dane Geetings as the Eagles pull within 8, 12-4, 3:20 to go in the opening quarter. Calix Cahill into the middle of the lane. First shot no good, but got his own miss and kicks it out to Jackson Green. His shot no good. Rebound goes to Croyd. There's also a sub into the game for Dallas Center Grimes. Jonathan Howard out, Brogan Fuller in. Tyson DeVries off of the screen of Croyd. Tyson DeVries, big three there. The Eagles finding something offensively. Brogan Fuller drives to the basket, count it and one as Cooper Sprunk could not get in front and cut off the driving lane and commits the foul on the shot.
Got to cut off that baseline drive. You can't let him go between you and the baseline because you can't get any help there. You've got to turn him into some help. He was able to turn his body and get it off the glass and in and draw the foul.
So the foul going on Sprunk. Out of the line to shoot one is Brogan Fuller as Jonathan Howard checks back in for Jaden Jones. Free throw is good for Fuller. 15-7, Dallas Center Grimes leads. Deacon Branderhorst checks into the game for Dane Geetings. And Branderhorst with the basketball kicks to Croyd. Nice pass down low to Isaiah Breams, who's got a quick four here for the Eagles. 15-9, 2:28 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, that's what they need, that good passing, good cuts. Isaiah's gotten a couple of nice baskets now.
And Deacon Branderhorst did not see the open player, which was Jackson Green, the leading scorer for this Mustang squad. And Eagles got lucky that Green was not able to connect on the shot. Branderhorst looking for DeVries and threw it away into the backcourt for a fourth Eagles turnover.
None for DCG. That's a big stat there too. Pella Christian has thrown the ball away 4 times. DCG is really taking good care of it.
Dane Mock in for Dallas Center Grimes now at the center position for Calix Cahill. Inbound goes to Jackson Green. Now the ball out to Mock. He'll look for Perrin off of a back screen. His shot was no good and rebounded by Tyson DeVries. Looking to push the pace. He kicks ahead to Isaiah Breams to the basket. Fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. He wasn't able to connect on that shot. Foul goes on Jonathan Howard, his first, team second. And Jaden Jones set to check back in for Dallas Center Grimes. Breams good on the first free throw. Caleb Van Arendonk back into the game for Cooper Sprunk. Benny Schur set to check in for Isaiah Breams.
Never got that one high enough to go in, but it had enough momentum to hit the front iron and then go in.
Did the same thing there as Breams makes the second. He's got 6 out of 11 for Pella Christian, and Benny Schur's into the game for Breams. Tate Perrin checked out of the game when Jaden Jones returned. And Jackson Green will set up the offense here for Dallas Center Grimes. Handoff to Jonathan Howard. Ball back into the hands of Jackson Green. He'll drive, and Deacon Branderhorst put his hand on the back as he went to turn the corner there. Third foul on the Eagles, first on Branderhorst. Calix Cahill checks in for Jackson Green. Big lineup here for Dallas Center Grimes, but there are 2 guys listed as centers on the roster in. And the Eagles gonna move to a zone now as Mock will kick to Brogan Fuller, back out to Jaden Jones. Dallas Center Grimes looking to set up their offense against the Eagles zone. Down low, Calix Cahill to the corner, and three-pointer knocked down by Jonathan Howard. 18-11, Dallas Center Grimes leads Pella Christian, 1:06 to go in the first quarter. Tyson DeVries to Caleb Van Arendonk to Benny Schurz. Schurz back to Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk surveying, able to get it to Croyd. Now back to Tyson DeVries. Off of the screen, nice feed to Croyd. Back out, Deacon Branderhorst 3 was tipped. Benny Schurz tried to secure the loose ball, couldn't do it though. And ahead, it's Howard driving to the basket, and Caden Croyd whistled for the foul there as he got caught reaching. Hand got caught in the cookie jar.
They're going to say 2 shots. I thought he was passing, not shooting, but that's not what the official thought.
I did too. Dane Geetings, Josiah Voss, and Landon Franzman set to check back in. The Eagles looking for some answers here, trailing 18-11 with 33.1 seconds to go in this opening quarter of play. Jonathan Howard, no good at the free throw line. Croyd, Branderhorst, and Schurz check out as Franzman, Voss, and Geetings return. And Jonathan Howard, second free throw, banks in. 19-11, Dallas Center Grimes leads with under 30 seconds to go in this opening quarter of play. Tyson DeVries off of several screens. Kicks to Dane Geetings, wide open look at a 3! Dane Geetings, big three-pointer there, 5-point game. 19-14, Pella Christian trails Dallas Center Grimes, 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Off of the screen, Jaden Jones is driving, kicks back out. Calix Cahill for 3 off the mark. And Dane Geetings secures the loose ball. Rough start for the Eagles, but strong finish of the first quarter as they trail Dallas Center Grimes 19-14 here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Tyler Crabb and Wynn Veenstra back after this on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Recent upgrade to our Cartrol gas station at Two Rivers Cooperative in Pella. We now have a diesel blender pump with 5 different options available. Now through March, you can select straight number 1 diesel or choose from 4 different blends of number 1 and number 2 to get the right mix to keep your diesel vehicle from gelling during our cold Iowa winter. Look for our diesel blender pump at the Cartrol gas station at Two Rivers Cooperative in Pella.
The home and field advantage, Two Rivers Co-op. Salads, pasta now, pep up nachos, pizza, wow. You can pep up anything, pepperoni. Pep it up, it's the one and only. Pep it up, Hormel pepperoni.
Welcome back here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA, KRLS.com. Tyson DeVries gets the inbound for Pella Christian to start off the second quarter as the Eagles trail Dallas Center Grimes 19-14. At the start of the quarter here, Caleb Van Arendonk to Landon Franzman. Tyson DeVries, quick trigger 3, too strong. Caleb Van Arendonk got the miss though, but couldn't finish on the putback attempt. And Dallas Center Grimes on the other end, Jaden Jones with the basketball. Kicks to 24, Jonathan Howard, and now Jackson Green resets the Dallas Center Grimes offense at center court. Now we'll give to Tate Perrin, who will redirect the offense, I should say. Tate Perrin kicks Jackson Green for 3, knocks down a tightly contested 3 over Dane Geetings. And the lead for the Mustangs back to 8 points as Josiah Voss misses a 3 on the other end. And Calix Cahill traveled with the basketball. If I'm right, that's the first turnover on the Mustangs.
First turnover, yeah. And that one was iffy. I might have called the turnover on a charge because I didn't think he traveled. I think he just charged into the Pella Christian player. Landon did a nice job of playing defense there.
22-14, Pella Christian still trails Dallas Center Grimes with 6:54 to go in the second quarter. Dane Geetings got bumped by Jackson Green. That's the second on him, first of the quarter. That's a big foul because that is the leading scorer for this Mustang squad.
Yeah, fouled him way out front, and Dane did a nice job of attacking the basket there, and he bumped him before he got into his motion.
Yeah, Brogan Fuller checks back in. Inbound pass goes to Josiah Voss. Down low for Landon Franzman, defended by Calix Cahill. Shot no good by Franzman. Tried to force one up in there, and Calix Cahill on the other end lays it in.
Beat everybody up the floor, you've got to get back.
Yeah, 24-14. Dallas Center Grimes leads Pella Christian, 6.5 to play in the second quarter. Dane Geetings to Tyson DeVries, now to the corner for Caleb Van Arendonk. And Landon Franzman, 3 in the lane. 3 seconds in the lane, I should say.
Got to keep moving. Got to recognize where you are.
Tyson DeVries checks out for Deacon Branderhorst. First breather for DeVries tonight. 24-14. Eagles still trail Dallas Center Grimes with 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Tate Perrin kicking to Calix Cahill. Up top to Jaden Jones. Off of the screen, his runner in the middle of the lane is good. Eagles got to find some answers defensively here, Win. Dane Giedings kicking to Caleb Van Arendonk. Now to Landon Franzman. To Giedings. Giedings drives, kicks to Van Arendonk. He's going to drive now. Tough shot, fouled by Brogan Fuller.
That's what they're going to have to do. Got to attack the basket, get him maybe in some foul trouble, and get an opportunity to make some points without any time going off the clock here.
Isaiah Bream set the check back in here for the Eagles. Van Arendonk too strong. Breams checks in for Franzman. This Dallas Center Grimes squad not going too deep tonight. Only seen 7 guys thus far. For the Eagles, we've already seen 10. As Van Arendonk corrects and makes a second free throw. 26-15 Dallas Center Grimes.
Yeah, but a dangerous part of the game here. You don't want to let them just continue to swell that lead. You got to start cutting into it a little bit.
Yeah, down low, Jonathan Howard, shot no good. Second attempt is a foul. Called on Caleb Van Arendonk. Howard goes to the line after the first foul on Van Arendonk. First of the quarter on the Eagles. 26-15, Dallas Center Grimes leads. 5:35 to go in the second quarter. Again, they got to find some answers defensively here, Win.
Well, they got him to take a tough shot, but didn't get the rebound. You can't give them that second chance opportunity. They've done a pretty good job. That was only the second offensive rebound of the half, but you can't get them in those critical situations.
Howard goes 2 of 2 up the line, and the lead extends for Dallas Center Grimes to 13, 28-15, 5.5 to play in the second quarter. Josiah Voss kicks to Caleb Van Arendonk for 3. That one's no good. The Eagles getting some good looks on the offensive end, just not getting them to go down as Calix Cahill catches on the baseline, kicks out Tate Perrin for 3, no good. Rebound tipped out until Calix Cahill runs it down. And now Jaden Jones for 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Deacon Branderhorst, and Tate Perrin whistled for the foul.
Yeah, it went over Caleb's back to try to tip that ball away. It went to a Pella Christian player.
Tyson DeVries checks back in for Deacon Branderhorst. 5:07 to go in the second quarter, and still Dallas Center Grimes with a 28-15 advantage over Pella Christian. Strawver Cellular Instant Radio updates. Pleasantville girls basketball loses to West Central Valley 44-36. Norwalk boys basketball trails Newton 34-29 at the half. Eagles swinging the basketball around here. Isaiah Breams looking for Josiah Voss. Down to the corner for Dane Giedings. Back out to Breams. Looking for Josiah Voss down low. He's held by Tate Perrin, who just picked up his second foul.
Yep. Keep forcing it inside and see if you can pick up those fouls.
Dwayne Mock checks back in. Or Dane Mock, excuse me. Misread my sheet there. 8th player finally checking in, Owen Vasey. Checks in for Perrin. Jonathan Howard, the other Mustang to come out of the game. As Van Arendonk was looking to get Dane Giedings the ball on the inbound. Overshot the pass. Tyson DeVries ran it down. And Giedings to Van Arendonk, now to DeVries. Back over to Giedings to the corner for DeVries. Working against Brogan Fuller, and cross-court pass to Van Arendonk. To Breams in the post. Breams nowhere to go, and back out to DeVries. DeVries to Giedings. Giedings will drive to the basket, just off to the left with the shot, though. And ahead, it is number 12, Owen Vasey, getting fouled by Isaiah Breams, who just picked up his second foul. Team second of the quarter. Marion County Bank radio scoreboard here, and we'll read through the boys' scores now. As Actually, we'll wait on that as they get the inbound in, and Brogan Fuller goes right to the basket and lays it in for two. 30-15 now. Dallas Center Grimes doubling up Pella Christian with 3:52 to go in the second quarter. Dane Giedings fires a long-range three off the mark, and the Mustangs running again as Brogan Fuller's pass tipped by Josiah Voss. Big turnover there as Tyson DeVries trying to find Dane Giedings, and Owen Vasey gets there, and Coach Bohr wants a 30-second timeout here to talk things over with his boys basketball squad. That'll give us a chance to look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard here. Again, our score is 30-15. Dallas Center Grimes over Pella Christian with 3:38 to go in the second quarter. The Pella boys, last look, they led North 30-25 at halftime. Norwalk boys with a rough second quarter, giving up 25 points to the Newton Cardinals. Went from leading 21-9 at the end of the first quarter to down 34-29 at the break. So a rough quarter there for Norwalk. No panic there, I'm sure, for Coach Pelzer's squad as we saw them Friday. They can score with anybody.
Yeah, they'll at some point say, okay, take over and let's get some baskets out of Reddick Bourne and everybody else be ready. And they've got guys that can pick up the slack if you go double or triple team Bourne.
Yeah, that was our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas. Marion County is the county's financial leader, and they're building community across the Red Rock area and serving you. The Eagles, Josiah Voss missing the shot out of the Pella Motors timeout. That's been another Pella Motors timeout. The Pella Motors will drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. And Fuller lays it in for two more for the Mustangs. 32-15 with 3:12 to go in the second quarter.
So far this whole quarter, no baskets for Pella Christian.
Yeah, Isaiah Breams with the basketball down low, and he'll change that. He's been one of the lone bright spots offensively for the Eagles as Calix Cahill beats everyone down the floor, though, and lays it in. 34-17, still Mustangs by 17. Tyson DeVries kicks to Isaiah Breams. Back out to Dane Giedings. Giedings over to DeVries to the corner for Van Arendonk. Back out to DeVries to Voss, now to Giedings. Ball swings back to DeVries. Off of the screen to Giedings. Giedings looking to drive baseline, gets to the basket and lays it in. 34-19, Dallas Center Grimes leads Pella Christian with 2:24 to go in the second quarter.
Got to get the defensive stops, though. So far, they just have not been able to stop DCG. They've only missed 3 shots in this whole quarter.
And Calix Cahill goes right at Josiah Voss. Not sure if he got a fingertip on it, but Cahill did not connect on the shot. And now the ball goes into Voss inside. Now back out to Breams. Breams looking to post up. And Breams turns around, fires it in. He's got 10 of the 21 for the Eagles.
Nowhere to go, threw it at the hoop, and it went in.
34-21 here. Brogan Fuller catches the ball on the baseline, finds Calix Cahill, and Josiah Voss absolutely rejects the shot of Mock there. And now ball goes to Mock down low. He's looking for Cahill. Eagles got a fingertip on it. Dane Giedings tried to save it, could not. Cooper Sprunk, Caden Croyd, and Benny Schurz check in for Van Arendonk, Voss, and Breams. Jonathan Howard checked back into the game here for Owen Vasey, and a 30-second Pella Motors timeout taken here by Dallas Center Grimes. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Dallas Center Grimes has jumped all over Pella Christian, especially here in this second quarter. Eagles trailed just 19-14 at the end of the first quarter. Dallas Center Grimes has scored 15 points though in the second quarter. The Eagles only with 7, and the lead is extended to 13, 34-21. Dallas Center Grimes with the basketball with 1:29 to go in the second quarter, 12 on the shot clock, and that's in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
The big thing is the 6 of those 7 points came in the last minute, so they got to keep up that momentum and see if they can cut this down. You're not going to get it all back, but let's see if we can get it down to single digits going into halftime.
That would be nice. Brogan Fuller will be the inbounder.
Just a couple stops and a couple baskets, you can get that done.
And the inbound to KRLS Cahill. Cooper Sprunk knocked the ball away. They called Sprunk for a push. J.D. Boer did not like that one. He wants an explanation.
Caden went straight up and tipped it away, and I don't know how you could get a foul on Sprunk from behind that whole play.
That's the second on Sprunk. I just heard someone yell out, that's a shooting foul. Like, no, you can't assume a shot on a ball that wasn't caught. Inbound goes to Jonathan Howard, who knocks down the three-pointer. 37-21, Dallas Center Grimes leads Pella Christian with 1:17 to go in the second quarter. Caden Croyd with the basketball, kicks to Tyson DeVries. And now a screen, and DeVries is fouled. Not sure who by. There was a couple of Mustangs in the area.
Going to put Tyson
Jonathan
on the line.
Howard. That's the second on Howard and the fifth team foul. So DeVries goes to the line. So some fouls maybe starting to mount up on this Mustang squad. DeVries too strong on the free throw.
Pella Christian did not shoot the ball very well from the free throw line Saturday, and so far tonight it's not been any better. Just 1 for 3 so far. No, I'm sorry, 3 for 5.
Yeah, I'd say Breams was 2 for 2. DeVries does make the second one. 37-22. Eagles trail Dallas Center Grimes now with 1:06 to go in the second quarter. Eagles now going to try and press a little bit. Jonathan Howard kicks to KRLS Cahill. He drives. One official was going to call travel, and another official calls foul, and they let the foul overrule. Foul goes on Croyd, and Coach Boer is not happy about that whistle.
Before the shot, but yes, it was a clear it was a travel well before the foul. I mean, he stumbled and ran into Croyd.
That might be the most upset I've ever seen JD after a whistle against his team. And Dane Geetings gets a big steal, and from behind he gets fouled by Brogan Fuller. Second on Fuller. Fuller thought he got it clean, but it's a big break there for the Eagles. We're going to call that tonight's Drive to the Basket, presented by Gilchrist Jewel Hardware and Design Center. All your hardware, plumbing, and interior design solutions are just a short drive away at Gilchrist Jewel Hardware and Design Center in Pella. Great read there by Geetings to go pick off the pass and get himself to the free throw line, and he can't connect.
Got to knock down those free throws. Important when you're behind, get a chance to narrow that lead without any time going off. There you go. No, yep.
Geetings gets a friendly roll on the second free throw there.
Thought it looked good, and then it still hit a little iron before it fell through.
37-23, Pella Christian trails Dallas Center Grimes with 43 seconds to play. Fuller's pass got tipped by Geetings. Now KRLS Cahill finds Mock to the corner. Jonathan Howard shot no good, and KRLS Cahill commits the foul and then got whacked in the face by Sprunk, and he's down hard there at taking a shot. First foul on Cahill. Took a shot there from Cooper Sprunk, who should be going to the line, as Vasey is going to check in for Jonathan Howard. And also checking in is Hudson Heidgerken. They're checking in. Sorry, they're not going to check in now. They're going to send them back to the bench there, as they couldn't get them in before the free throws there. And Sprunk cannot connect on the free throw either. Free throw line becoming an enemy here for the Eagles. Caleb Van Arendonk is coming in for the shooter here of Sprunk. And Sprunk's second free throw, in and out. Got his own miss, though. Takes it right to the basket, in and out. Croyd follow, no. Man, tough breaks for the Eagles here. As on the other end, it's Brogan Fuller kicking back out to Jonathan Howard, and the Mustangs going to take the air out of the basketball and hold for one shot. And the Eagles forced a turnover there as the Mustangs weren't paying attention. Benny Schurz to the basket, and a blocking foul is called there. That was a really smart play by the Eagles on defense. Benny Scher's going to the line after the foul on Jaden Jones. It's his first. But basically what happened there, for those that it didn't come across there, I think it was Brogan Fuller had the basketball up top. Or no, it was Jaden Jones. He tried to throw the pass to Jonathan Howard, who was fixing his shoe and didn't see that the ball was coming, and allowed Schurz to step in front, take it down the floor, and draw the foul on Jaden Jones. And he makes the first free throw. And second free throw rolls home for Schurz. So 37-25, Pella Christian trails now with 6 seconds to go. And Jaden Jones inside for Mock. Mock back out, Brogan Fuller, quick trigger three before the buzzer, no good. So the Eagles pull a little bit closer here at the half, still trail 37-25. They'll have their work cut out for them in the second half. We'll come back and have the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show right after this on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Steve Akers, sales manager at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella. It's hard to believe that it's already 2024 and we're starting a new year. So many things look different now, but one thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to serving you here at Ulrich Ford Lincoln. Our inventory is growing again, and we've added a lifetime powertrain warranty to most of our new and used vehicles. At Ulrich Ford Lincoln, we'll continue taking care of your vehicle needs. From sales to service to body shop, we are here for you. Come by Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella, where we are still taking care of you.
Win winter with the Toro Power Clear Single Stage Snowblower that is loaded with power in a compact size. They are easily maneuverable and clear snow down to the pavement. Get your power clear at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment in Pella. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Weather any storm with the Toro Flex Force electric snowblower that has the most powerful 60-volt battery in its class. Plus, you get the same rugged construction as Toro's gas-powered models. Get your Flex Force snowblower at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
You gave your kids a new puppy or kitten for Christmas. Let's make sure we take care of him. This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, and we have a new puppy and kitten program that provides the attention they need. It involves physical exams, vaccinations, diets, and most importantly, information for you so that you can provide the best care for your new family member. Schedule your new puppy or kitten visit by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
Welcome back to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, the no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. With our continuing coverage of Iowa High School athletics, we're joined now by head coach of the Pella Christian girls basketball team, Brendan Foudy, following a 66-35 loss to Dallas Center Grimes. Coach, I know that it wasn't the result that you were necessarily hoping for, but Wynn and I were talking about it. A lot of positives to at least walk away from against the really talented Mustang squad.
Yeah, you know what? I love our team, and I love coming to battle every day with them. And, we know how good DCG is. They're a tremendous team. They're extremely well coached. Coach Jones does a great job. And, I felt really positive about our first quarter, about our start. Kind of a weird, just a weird couple weeks, and I just felt good about how we played early. A little disappointed in our second quarter. Felt like we came out of halftime with good energy, and so overall learned a lot tonight, and just proud of, how our kids come to compete every single day.
Yeah, and you talk about that, it could have been really easy after that second quarter to just kind of pack it in. I mean, it's homecoming week. Let's focus on the festivities and come back maybe ready to go on Friday. But they didn't do that. They kept fighting. And, I think of the fourth quarter there, they actually won the quarter 11-6. In the third quarter, you mentioned coming out with great energy. They scored 12 points in the third quarter. They scored 12 in the entire first half. And they just continued to fight. What can you say about the girls just continued willingness to fight tonight?
Yeah, like I said, I'm just really proud to be their coach. From the very beginning, I've kind of sold an aggressive vision for where I want to take this program, and I'm just really happy and fortunate to work with the kids that I get to work with every single day. And so they keep fighting for me. We keep battling, and that's what it's going to take. Man, when you play in this conference, it requires a lot of mental toughness, and games like this certainly require a lot of mental toughness, and just happy about how they respond to every challenge.
And we mentioned this is a pretty young squad, and games like this, it can be a little bit hard to see those results, but at the same time, these are really good for these underclassmen. And they see what it's like to be on the on the other end of these games. So hopefully in 3 years they could be on the right side of these types of games.
Yeah, I made it pretty clear with our team after the game that number one, I care about them a lot. And games like this are really hard because you're putting yourself out there against really, really good athletes. And sometimes games like this can humble you a little bit. So I appreciate them coming to battle. But I also said, you know what, we are going to compete in these games, and I'm dead set on that. We're going to find a way to compete in these games, and it's not going to happen overnight. It takes a lot of hard work, and it starts at the younger levels. And I'm bound and determined to make that happen here at Pella Christian.
And we're talking to head coach of the Pella Christian girls basketball team, Brendan Foudy, here following a loss to Dallas Center Grimes. One thing I think is really important now, though, the schedule is back on track for you guys, right? You don't have to worry about any more makeup games right now. Grandview Christian on Friday night, you get to focus your attention and get back on track. How big is that for this team?
Yeah, again, just a big shout out to Dan Brainerhorst making that happen for us. He's works tremendously hard for our student athletes and for our coaches and makes our job a lot easier. And yeah, we're set up in a great spot now compared to honestly some of our opponents in the conference. So really excited about an opportunity on Friday to compete against Grandview Christian, a different look for us from a non-conference game, and just excited to feel the energy of homecoming here at Pella Christian. It's not often you get to experience a basketball homecoming. That's pretty unique. So I'm excited to see what that's all about. Our kids are excited about the different activities they're taking place with, or involved in, I should say, and they'll be ready to compete Friday night.
Absolutely, Coach Foudy. Appreciate the time as always. Looking forward to talking to you Friday night following hopefully a big win over Grandview Christian on homecoming. But again, best of luck, and looking forward to talking to you then.
All right, thanks, Tyler.
Absolutely. That was Brendan Foudy, head coach of the Pella Christian girls basketball team. Back after this with more of the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show on KNIA, KRLS.com.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee Fuel Saver is now Hy-Vee Perks. Get the same great benefits like Hy-Vee Fuel Savings, plus save even more on hundreds of products store-wide with Hy-Vee Perks prices like Hy-Vee Fresh Ground Beef. Hy-Vee Perks price, $2.99 a pound in a 3-pound roll. Hy-Vee Shredded Cheese, Hy-Vee Perks price, $1.99. And Hy-Vee Chicken Noodle or Tomato Soup, Hy-Vee Perks price, just 59 cents. Make the switch or sign up and start saving today. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
The staff at Pella Real Estate Services would like to say thank you to all the area residents who have supported our growing business.
We're now so much more than just Mike and Sarah Bouquet and feel honored to be of service to this great community and surrounding areas.
We want to wish everyone and their families a truly hope-filled new year.
Call any member of our team at 628-1BUY and ask how we can assist you this new year.
That's 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
Does your child struggle with focusing, outbursts, or making friends? What about anxiety, trying new foods, or delayed coordination and motor skills? At Kinetic Edge, we know your child can be successful in all these areas. We offer pediatric, occupational therapy, and physical therapy, and we work one-on-one to help build those skills. Contact us today at kineticedgept.com or at 621-0230, and let's make this school year a success for you and your child.
Hi, this is Randy DeVries with Centerpoint Electric in Pella. My wife Jody and I both grew up in the area, raised our family in the area, and we've been serving customers in the area since 2000. We're big supporters of activities at both Pella Christian and Pella Community Schools, and we're excited to be part of the live coverage of the Eagles and the Dutch here on KRLS. If you need electrical work done on your home or your business, we're here to help, and we're wired for excellence. Check us out online at centerpoint-electric.com.
Welcome back to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show here on KNIA, KRLS.com. Inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber Win. I'll let you start here with just some quick numbers that you got from half number one between the Pella Christian and DCG boys.
DCG shooting 13 out of 28. I didn't do the percentages, but I'll let people do the math at home. 13 out of 28.
Just under 50%, yep. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Pella Christian 8 for 25. That's a big one there. That's not, that's 30-some% or a little less maybe. So got to shoot the ball better. They went way too long there without scoring, went almost, I think, 6 minutes with just the one free throw. turnovers-wise, Pella Christian only turned the ball once in that second quarter for 5 in the half. DCG had 4 turnovers. Pella Christian had 15 total rebounds to DCG 16, so that part's pretty quick, pretty close. They just, it was the shooting, the poor shooting that really got Pella Christian in trouble in that quarter.
That it was, and my inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber. Scoring breakdowns for Pella Christian, Isaiah Breams had 10, Tyson DeVries had 4, Dane Geetings had 6, Josiah Voss had 2, Caleb Van Arendonk had 1, and Benny Schurz had 2. Not a lot of scoring for the Eagles here in this one thus far. And for Dallas Center Grimes, Jackson Green had 6, Calix Cahill had 6, Jonathan Howard had 11, Tate Perrin had 3, Jaden Jones had 4, Brogan Fuller had 7, and Dane Mock did not get on the scoreboard with his 1 attempt, and that is inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber. Where every home gets a gig, join today at PellaFiber.com. Second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. Win quick. I think for the Eagles, it's got to be getting back in transition and just playing stronger defense overall.
Defensively, they cannot give them those layups, whether it be in the half-court game or the breakaway. They've got to quit letting them have those run-outs because that led to really good shooting percentage. DCG was 7 for 14 in that second quarter, and it's because they had all run-out layups, and you can't allow that to happen. Got to take better care of the ball on your end, get some good shots, make some things happen. They're capable. They can shoot the ball better than what they showed so far in this game, and hopefully they can do that in this second half and then get back and play defense.
Yeah, that's the second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. If it's time for a new garage door for your home or business, stop and see the gurus of garage doors at their new showroom just west of Pella Christian High School.
We're the gurus of garage doors, DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
You've been listening to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work in your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Start of the second half, open three-pointer for Jonathan Howard is in and out, and Caleb Van Arendonk running the other way at it, poked out from behind by Howard. Stryver Sailor Instant Radio update. The Knoxville boys basketball team leads Clark 18-13 after a quarter, and Newton leads Norwalk 46-42 after 3. Isaiah Breams off of the inbounds, kicks to Tyson DeVries, who had the ball poked away out of bounds, but off of him. So first turnover of the half for the Eagles.
Could have had a good start to the quarter by cutting into the lead a little bit and end up throwing the ball away instead.
And Jonathan Howard will look for Jackson Green. Instead, he'll go to Jaden Jones. Now Tate Perrin off of the screen looking to get the corner on DeVries. Instead, he'll kick it out, and Jaden Jones is going to get an open look at a 3. He knocks it down. 40-25, Pella Christian trails Dallas Center Grimes, 7:08 to go in the third quarter. Josiah Voss to the corner for Caleb Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk looking to drive baseline. He'll put up a runner, flips it up and in. And Jaden Jones quickly the other way for Dallas Center Grimes, and he'll lay it in up over the top of Isaiah Breams.
Just beat him to the spot and put it off the glass and in.
Van Arendonk down low, Josiah Voss. Strong take to the basket. No, Dane Geetings with the follow, though. The Eagles do a good job getting back on defense this time, not allowing the Mustangs to really run in transition, but they will now set up the half-court offense, and it'll be Jaden Jones with the basketball out top, and Isaiah Breams sagging way off of Jones, who has just made his first 3 of the night. Calix Cahill with the basketball. He'll hand to Jackson Green from way downtown, shot no good. Isaiah Breams finally comes down with the board, but he didn't see Jonathan Howard from behind. Now it's Tate Perrin. And a Pella Motors timeout taken by Joel Rankin and the Mustangs. It'll be a 30-second Pella Motors timeout here. And what's coming up, wired by Centerpoint Electric. Again, for Pella Christian, it's homecoming on Friday night against Grandview Christian. You can hear it live on 92.1 KRLS. Pregame at 6 o'clock, tip-off 6:15, myself and Win. We'll have all the action. That's what's coming up, wired by Centerpoint Electric. If you have an electrical project coming up, trust the experts at Centerpoint Electric and Pella, wired for excellence. Marion County Bank radio scoreboard from what we do have at the moment. So Norwalk boys basketball trails Newton 46-42 after 3 quarters of play. Knoxville leads Clark 18-13 after 1 quarter of play. Pella boys basketball leads North 52-35 after 3 quarters of play. And our score is 42-29 Dallas Center Grimes over Pella Christian, 5:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. That's our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Tate Perrin with the basketball for Dallas Center Grimes. Kicks to Calix Cahill. Backdoor cut. Jackson Green lost the ball out of bounds.
Well, he went to shoot it, I think, but he was behind the backboard and it hit the back side of the backboard.
I think he went up for the shot, but I think he lost it and it went up off the backboard.
I'm going to give it a turnover. I'm not going to make it a shot.
Yeah, I was just saying, it was kind of one of those ones that was hard to tell. Dane Geetings to Josiah Voss, working against Howard in the post. Now to Geetings. Geetings looking to drive baseline. Kicks back to Voss. 3-pointer! Josiah Voss with our Randall Roofing raised through moment of the game. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Josiah Voss 3-pointer plus Pella Christian back within 10. 42-32. Jaden Jones for another 3. No, rebound goes to Calix Cahill, but he lost it out of bounds. It'll go to Pella Christian, who can cut the lead to single digits here for Dallas Center Grimes.
Just got to keep plugging away. If you get back on defense, make them play a half-court game. It's been pretty steady. It's the breakaways that has hurt Pella Christian.
Yeah, Brogan Fuller checks in for Tate Perrin, and Tyson DeVries will bring it up for the Eagles here, looking to cut into this lead of the Mustangs. He'll kick to Caleb Van Arendonk. Now to Isaiah Breams. To Van Arendonk. Inside, feed to Josiah Voss, who lays it in. 42-34. Eagle fans letting their boys hear how much they appreciate the turnaround out of the break. Jonathan Howard, Jaden Jones, open look at a 3. He'll knock down that one, though. The Eagles are content to let him shoot, and he's made him pay now twice here in the quarter. Caleb Van Arendonk kicks to Tyson DeVries. Back out to Van Arendonk, over to Geetings. Ball tipped out of bounds.
They're too fast for that. I mean, this is probably the fastest team that Pella Christian has played. And you just can't make that long pass because they're going to get in the way of it.
Van Arendonk will inbound to DeVries, defended by Brogan Fuller. Now to Caleb Van Arendonk, back out to DeVries. 1-3-1 look here for the Mustangs. Feed goes down to Voss, now out to Geetings. Geetings drives. Nice dump down pass for Breams. No good. Josiah Voss, who's always open. Presented by Anytime Fitness. Josiah Voss has been open all quarter for the Eagles. 7 straight for Pella Christian, who trails 45-36 with 3:53 to go in the quarter. That's Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness. The 24/7 gym that fits your lifestyle, your fitness, your way, Anytime Fitness. And then on the other end, Josiah Voss swats away the shot of Calix Cahill. Out of bounds off of the Eagles. It stays with Dallas Center Grimes. Jaden Jones to inbound, kicks to Jackson Green, who turns it over. Isaiah Breams got it to Dane Geetings, whose shot was blocked by Brogan Fuller, who now pushes and kicks to Cahill. And Cahill's called for the charge. Who else? Josiah Voss. Playing out of his mind at the moment. And Benny Schurz checks in for Isaiah Breams. Caden Croy checks in for Josiah Voss. Eagles playing with a little bit more gusto right now.
Well, they need to. Like I said, they got to play solid defense in the half-court game and not get beat on the fast break. Just get your offense running. They've been able to get some really nice looks inside.
Tyson DeVries looking to drive, instead step back, 3-pointer! Randall Roofing raised the roof moment again as Tyson DeVries on the step back 3 pulls Pella Christian within 6. Calix Cahill with the basketball, kicks out to Jaden Jones. Down low for Jonathan Howard. Shot blocked by Caden Croy. Howard cross court to Fuller, and now the Mustangs gonna reset. Cahill out, Jackson Green, open look at a 3, no good, out of bounds. Took a minute for him to call it, but Coach Poore wasn't thrilled that they let Jackson Green get an open look. He missed it though. Tate Perrin checks back in for Green, and the Eagles have found something here in this third quarter, and now Dane Mock, checks back in for Jaden Jones.
Well, they're hustling about a step faster, I think, in this quarter as well, and that's making a big difference. And again, if you got to get back in defense and play them in a half-court game, you can play with them.
Benny Schurz kicks to Caleb Van Arendonk, who was looking for Dane Giedings on the backdoor cut, didn't have anything. Giedings runs into a wall there, tried to find it to Benny Schurz, ends up in a turnover, and Jonathan Howard driving, kicking back out. Brogan Fuller for three. No, Benny Schurz with the board. And Benny Schurz then turned it over and commits the foul.
Just got to you get your opportunities. You got to make the best of them and not just give them the ball right back.
Yeah, he was trying to get it to Tyson DeVries, but there wasn't a lot of space, and so DeVries tried to back out and give more space, and Schurz just had already let go of the basketball, and now Tate Perrin goes to the line after Benny Schurz picks up his first foul. Perrin misses the free throw, though. So a fortunate break for the Eagles. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Eagles outscoring the Mustangs 14-8 in the second quarter as Perrin connects on the free throw. And Pella Christian's deficit is now 46-39, 2:17 to go in the third quarter. Tyson DeVries will hand to Benny Schurz, now to Caleb Van Arendonk and Dane Giedings. To Tyson DeVries. He wanted the three, but couldn't get it off in time. And it's Van Arendonk going to Benny Schurz. Back to Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk gonna drive baseline, mid-range jumper, Caleb Van Arendonk. Knocks down the shot, 46-41. Eagles bench is on their feet. Crowd's gonna bring a little bit more noise here. Tate Perrin with the basketball out at the center circle. He'll give to Brogan Fuller. Now to Tate Perrin. Perrin drives, kicks to Howard. Howard driving baseline, had nowhere to go with it. Threw it off of Benny Schurz, but Schurz couldn't corral the basketball. And a timeout, Pella Motors timeout taken here by the Mustangs.
Why did they set the shot clock?
Not sure why they did, but
that was never a possession there. They shouldn't have reset the shot clock.
Yeah, they should look at this. I think they are going to. The officials have gone over here. It's a full Pella Motors timeout here for the Mustangs. This is another Pella Motors timeout. At Pella Motors, you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. How about this second quarter for this Pella Christian boys basketball team? Josiah Voss, the spark plug of this, with a personal 7-0 run, I believe it was for the Eagles. Maybe a 7-2, I don't remember 100%, but he scored 7 straight for the Eagles. I know that much. Kind of helped spark this Eagles team getting back to life here. And it's been a big third quarter for them.
Well, they've been hitting their shots, been real selective. They've taken a couple threes and got them to go, but they've also been able to get to the paint area and get some easy shots off the glass. They've got a couple of offensive rebounds that have led to putback baskets, and those are huge. Just one defensive rebound in this quarter for BCG, so Pella Christian's just not missing any. There's only been 3 missed shots by them in this quarter.
That there has been. Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio update. Clark 35, Knoxville 28 at halftime in boys basketball. And Tate Perrin will be the inbounder here for Dallas Center Grimes as we resume play with 1:27 to go in the third quarter. Inbound pass by Perrin was tipped by Benny Schurz. They did reset the shot clock to 10.
Right. And now, boy, Benny, if he does that again, he's got to knock it into him, not to the ground.
Inbound goes to Jackson Green underneath the basket. Now Jonathan Howard in the corner.
Dribble.
He kicks out to Brogan Fuller, who tries a three, and Brogan Fuller with a big answer for Dallas Center Grimes puts them back up 8, 49-41 with 1:14 to go in the third quarter. Dane Giedings drives, tough shot, no good, rebounded by Calix Cahill. And Jackson Green now for Dallas Center Grimes on the other end. Jackson Green kicks to Jonathan Howard, out to Tate Perrin, and Dallas Center Grimes going to be content to take some of the air out of the basketball here. And the Eagles are going to run a zone look here. It's Tate Perrin. Inside, Calix Cahill takes it strong to the basket and lays it in. Dallas Center Grimes lead is back up to 10 with 36 seconds to go in this third quarter. Isaiah Breams to the basket, and Calix Cahill turns the shot away. Josiah Voss checks in for Caden Croyd. And Breams will be the inbounder here for the Eagles. Isaiah Breams to Tyson DeVries underneath the basket. Shot no good. And then had a shot blocked. Ball is loose. Benny Schurz tries to grab it. Tyson DeVries grabs it. And a quick Pella Motors timeout taken by J.D. Bohr. 30-second timeout.
That was a good timeout. Save the possession here. If they can get a basket here in the next 16 seconds, they also going to start the quarter with the ball. So good opportunities to get this narrowed back down after they had it down to 5 and had momentum going their way.
Yeah, good timeout there by JD too, because like you said, it preserved the possession arrow. So if you can get a shot here, Dallas Center Grimes is going to have to put up a full court heave more than likely. If you can make a shot here and then you get the basketball back, it'd be a big time swing in momentum for you if you're the Eagles. And look to see if we've got, looks like we have not gotten finals from, or we have not gotten a final from Norwalk. We do have a Strouver Cellular Instant Radio Update final as Pella ends up defeating Des Moines North 70-50 flat. I thought it was 52, but 50. So 70-50 Pella is winners over Des Moines North. We're still awaiting the result of Norwalk and Newton. Looks like we've heard from them about 15 minutes ago, so they're probably still playing in the waning seconds of that one. That one was Newton by 4. As Isaiah Bream set to inbound here for the Eagles. Kicks to Dane Geetings. Jackson Green never saw the ball. Geetings couldn't make the shot. Loose ball and a late whistle on Benny Schurz.
Wow.
I say Geetings had almost grabbed the rebound by the time they actually blew the whistle. 13.3 seconds to go. Eagles couldn't convert on their shot before the buzzer there, and Tate Perrin will let the ball roll up the court. Now he'll pick it up, and he'll kick to Brogan Fuller. Back over to Tate Perrin. Perrin driving, kicking to Fuller. Driving, kicking to Jonathan Howard. Dane Geetings will block the shot. Josiah Voss to Benny Schurz. Full court heave at the buzzer. Wouldn't have counted anyways, but good defense there by the Eagles. They remain down just 10. 51-40 as we go to the fourth quarter. Back after this inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
You gave your kids a new puppy or kitten for Christmas. Let's make sure we take care of him. This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, and we have a new puppy and kitten program that provides the attention they need. It involves physical exams, vaccinations, diets, and most importantly, information for you so that you can provide the best care for your new family member. Schedule your new puppy or kitten visit by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them. The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish. That's Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
At Central Tire and Auto.
Welcome back here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA, KRLS.com. Pella Christian with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. It'll be Dane Geetings getting the inbounds pass from Caleb Van Arendonk. 51-41, the Eagles trailing. And Caleb Van Arendonk getting the pass from Dane Geetings there. Now kicking to Breams and back to Geetings. Geetings drives, kicks out to Van Arendonk. Now to Breams, we'll give back to Geetings. Geetings off of a screen to the basket, and nice take to the basket for Dane Geetings. Lays it in, 51-43, Eagles trail, 7.5 to play in this boys basketball contest.
Still needs those defensive stops, so they had it down to 4 a little while ago, and they got it back to 10. Now they got to still keep cutting into it.
Tate Perrin, runner, no good. Calix Cahill got the board. His follow, no good, and Josiah Voss gets tied up with Cahill, so it'll stay with the Mustangs. Say Voss got caught. He got the rebound, but he was in a host of bodies there, and so Cahill was able to tie him up.
There's where when you get that rebound up high, you got to have the sense to get the ball out of there quick. Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, no one saw Jonathan Howard cutting to the lane and lays it in.
Got to lay a body on him as he's coming in there. You can't let him just go like that.
Inside, Isaiah Breams is fouled by Calix Cahill. He'll go to the line to shoot.
Wanted that shot. He had a good look at it after he felt the contact, but didn't get it to go.
Yeah, didn't get the friendly roll. And Breams leaves the front end of the free throws short.
That's the same spot that all his other ones have hit. It just didn't have quite enough momentum to go over the front this time.
Tyson DeVries checks back in for Dane Giedings here. 53-43, Eagles trailing. Cannot make either free throw. And Jackson Green up ahead for Dallas Center Grimes as the Eagles cannot convert on their free throws. And Jaden Jones with the basketball. He's going to kick to Tate Perrin, to Calix Cahill, out to Jackson Green, who's left alone. His shot no good, rebounded by Caleb Van Arendonk. And now the Eagles looking to run a little bit. Tyson DeVries will pull it back out. The Eagles have held Jackson Green in check tonight, the leading scorer for Dallas Center Grimes, pretty well. As Isaiah Breams tried to find Josiah Voss, but threw it too far underneath, and now Jackson Green will lay it in on the other end. And just like that, it's back to a 12-point lead for Dallas Center Grimes. Tyson DeVries looking to get the corner. Tough shot, no good. Isaiah Breams got the board and gets fouled. He'll go to the line now to shoot free throws. Foul one on Tate Perrin, his third, and the team's second of the quarter.
See if he can break that streak now and get a couple of them to go.
Breams knocks down the first this time.
Every one of them, though, is hitting the front iron. Even his makes are catching the front iron. He's got to get him up there a little solider.
Giedings and Croyd check back in for Branderhorst and Voss. And
That's
Breams
better.
does knock down the second one, too. So back to a 10-point game, 55-45. Pella Christian trails Dallas Center Grimes, 5:55 to go in the game.
Still plenty of time, but you need some stops.
Yep, inbound, or the pass goes to Calix Cahill to Jonathan Howard down low. Before the shot, he gets fouled. It's going to be the first of the quarter on the Eagles. Foul one on Croyd, his third. Tate Perrin, the inbounder here, kicks to Jackson Green. Now to Calix Cahill. Cahill trying to find Perrin underneath. And Perrin whistled for the charge. That'll be his fourth foul. Third on the team, and it's a third turnover for the Mustangs. And Brogan Fuller immediately checks back in for Perrin. Great defense there by Isaiah Breams.
Yeah, he had a great position. He just, he was even maybe not completely set, but he put his shoulder right into him and knocked him over.
So Tyson DeVries will bring it up here for Pella Christian, who's looking to cut back into this 10-point deficit that they currently face. Caleb Van Arendonk to Dane Giedings. Off of the screen, Giedings has to go to Breams. Down low for Caden Croyd. Count it, and one.
Needed some kind of basket on that position. They got what they wanted. Nice ball movement to get the interior feed to Caden and lay it off the glass, and now see if he can make it a three-point play and get it back down to 7.
Yeah, fourth foul on the Mustangs in the quarter, so Eagles get to shoot free throws the rest of the way. Foul one on Jackson Green, his third, and Croyd knocks down the free throw. Big one there. 55-48. The Eagles student section trying to give their guys some life here. Calix Cahill's pass for Brogan Fuller got tipped by Giedings, and Fuller was out of bounds. Big step for the Eagles. Fourth turnover of the half on DCG. Pella Christian with a chance to cut this to 5 or 4.
Yeah, just need it again. Every possession, you just need to come away with some points and then make a few stops along the way and get this down to a manageable number.
It is Tyson DeVries with the basketball, kicking to Isaiah Breams. Over to Caleb Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk off of the screen of Breams, now into the post, back out to Breams. Over to DeVries. Off of the screen from Croy, DeVries for 3! Let's raise it again! Randall Roofing, raise the roof, moment of the game! Tyson DeVries, three-pointer, puts Pella Christian back within 4. 55-51. Full Pella Motors timeout for Joel Rankin and DCG. We're going to stick here, though, because with the action we've got going on, I don't want to take any time away from game action to wrap up anything we've got going on here. So our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Pella boys basketball defeats Des Moines North 70-50. We do have a final in Norwalk with Newton and Norwalk. Norwalk comes back and defeats Newton 59-51. Last look, Knoxville trailed Clark 35-28 at half of boys basketball. Our score 55-51 with 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter. And that is our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. It's been a valiant second half effort for the Eagles. Rough second quarter, put the Eagles down 12. They came back, pulled within 5, I think it was, 4 or 5 in the third quarter, ended up being down 10 at the end of the quarter, and now back here in the fourth quarter, the Eagles have pulled within 4.
Yeah, now they've got to keep the momentum going. This is what's been getting them in trouble so far this season. They kind of lose momentum in the last few minutes of the game. They've got to continue to keep that strong momentum, keep playing strong defense.
And the Eagles nearly forced a turnover there. That was in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. And Calix Cahill with a big answer as he takes it to the basket and gets fouled, made the shot. And Isaiah Breams commits the foul, his third.
Good response out of DCG. There was all kinds of pressure put on the ball out high, and as soon as they got that pressure broke, they attacked the basket, made the basket, got the free throw.
Yep, tonight's video presentation on the Pella Christian YouTube channel is presented by KNIA, KRLS Radio. Cahill good on the first free throw, or on the one free throw. 58-51, Dallas Center Grimes leads Pella Christian now. 4:22 to go in the fourth quarter. It's Dane Geetings kicking to Tyson DeVries. He wanted the three for a moment. Instead, he'll kick to Dane Geetings before the shot. Jackson Green is whistled for the foul. Dallas Center Grimes wants a travel, but he was grabbed almost immediately before he cut the ball.
Dane at the line.
Yeah, that's the 5th foul, and Jackson Green just picked up his 4th. Josiah Voss is at the scorer's table for Pella Christian. Tate Perrins at the free throw line for at the scorer's table, for Dallas Center Grimes. It's Dane Geetings at the free throw line here for Pella Christian. And too strong is Geetings.
Just too many missed free throws. I went back, if we made half of the free throws we've missed, this game would be tied.
Yeah, Caden Croyd checks out of the game for Josiah Voss. Jackson Green out of the game for Perrin. Geetings again too strong. Rebound, tipped out of bounds by Dallas Center Grimes. So the Eagles get new life off the missed free throws.
Pella Christian player was in there, but he was sandwiched between two DCG players. They tipped it out of his hands and out of bounds.
Yep, you're listening to Pella Christian Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on KNIA, KRLS.com, and KRLS HD2, Knoxville, Pella. As Tyson DeVries with the basketball after Caleb Van Arendonk saved the inbounds pass from going out of bounds. Tyson DeVries for 3, no. Rebound by Josiah Voss. And they called Voss for a push-off. Voss's first foul, team's 3rd. So 58-51, Eagles trail Dallas Center Grimes, 3:56 to go in the game, and Tate Perrin walking the basketball up for Dallas Center Grimes. He'll get it across half court and go to Jaden Jones. The Eagles trying to apply a little more pressure. Jonathan Howard cross-court pass to Tate Perrin, now Jaden Jones. His pass to Calix Cahill, taken away by Dane Geetings, who will take it to the basket. Lays it in, back down to 5, 58-53. 3:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Eagles fans slowly starting to rise to their feet, trying to help will this boys basketball team on Eagle Lane to a victory. Brogan Fuller down low. Nice feed by Calix Cahill to Jonathan Howard, who lays it in for two. 60 to 53, now Dallas Center Grimes leads Pella Christian. 3:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Dane Geetings, he looks to drive, kicks out to Breams. Breams, short jumper, no good. Josiah Voss grabs the rebound, but had it taken away by Tate Perrin. And it's ahead, Calix Cahill dunks it. Off of the Eagles turnover. Tyson DeVries with the basketball. He'll kick to Dane Geetings now. The Eagles gonna have to go quick. Geetings to Josiah Voss. Back out to DeVries. DeVries kicks, Geetings. Able to keep the pivot foot and knocks down a big three-pointer. Pella Motors timeout taken by J.D. Moore. And the Eagles, again, 2:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Eagles trail 62-56. They absolutely have to have a stop here. I believe the Eagles only have full timeouts, so that'll be what the Eagles will take.
One left for each team, so the last couple minutes should go pretty fast because neither team's going to be able to take more than one timeout.
When in this situation, I would, I don't envy Coach Bohr, but I'm just curious if you're in his shoes, what are you drawing up defensively here? Because it feels like whatever they throw at Dallas Center Grimes has just found a way to be calm in that defense and find a way to the basket.
What Pella Christian has been able to play solid half-court defense when it was just a normal situation, but they've kind of the last couple minutes got real, active and double and triple team the ball, and DCG has done a great job of reacting to that, finding the open guy and getting layups. And that's great. If you can make some steals out of it, but you've got to have somebody covering that weak side guy so they don't have that open layup.
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting scenario, just from what Coach Bohr decides to do, because I feel like defensively there's many different things that this Eagles team can do defensively, because yes, they have size, but they're also so versatile with that size. Isaiah Breams, as a post player, he's the tight end of your football team. He's a very athletic guy. He's not your traditional post player. But here we go. 2:18 and counting now in the fourth quarter. Tate Perrin with the basketball for Dallas Center Grimes. Kicks to Brogan Fuller. Now back to Tate Perrin, and Dallas Center Grimes is content to run some clock.
And that's just a play I don't like if I'm DCG, because I just think too many things kill your momentum.
Tate Perrin looking to drives to the basket, and they called Tyson DeVries for the wraparound reach. His first foul, the team's fourth. So honestly, not a bad. The only problem is the shot clock reset.
Yeah, it came way too late in the shot clock. If you're because now they got a full 35 seconds to play catch with it.
Yeah, Isaiah Breams kicks the inbound pass from Tate Perrin. Perrin set to inbound again. Surveyan kicks it out to Jaden Jones, to Jonathan Howard in the corner. Howard drives.
Walked big time.
Yeah, they missed the travel, and Jaden Jones looking to drive. Able to find Brogan Fuller on the baseline. Double comes, Dane Geetings tipped it. Geetings just avoided hitting his head there. You could tell he was bracing, trying not to let that head snap and hit the floor.
And he was going to slide into the bleachers too, and he got stopped before he hit him.
Yeah, Brogan Fuller gets the inbound off of the tip, out of bounds by Geetings. 1:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Pella Christian trails 62-56 against Dallas Center Grimes. Calix Cahill with the basketball. And he takes it strong to the basket. Shot no good. Rebound tipped out by Josiah Voss. But Dallas Center Grimes got it back. Brogan Fuller to the layup with the layup, no good. And a tie-up. Caleb Van Arendonk thought fans wanted the over-the-back call. They didn't get it. And a fortunate break there for the Eagles, as the turnover doesn't result in points. But they get the basketball back here, trailing by 6, 62-56, 1:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Tyson DeVries across half court. He's looking to drive baseline, didn't have anything there. Out to Isaiah Breams, to Josiah Voss now. Back out to Caleb Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk tried to find Josiah Voss down low, who just could not corral the pass.
Yeah, and that may be the dagger right there. Now you got to try to get 6 points in a minute. You had an opportunity there to get some points on the board.
Jackson Green checks into the game for Brogan Fuller. Stryver Cellular Instant Radio update. Knoxville trails Clark 50-47 after 3 quarters. And Jonathan Howard will be the inbounder. He'll kick to Tate Perrin. And he'll kick to Jackson Green now. To Tate Perrin, back to Jackson Green. To Jonathan Howard for Calix Cahill. Ball is loose, and a quick Pella Motors timeout taken by Dallas Center Grimes. 47.5 seconds to go. Eagles still trailing by 6. And Eagles are going to have to go for a quick steal here, and then I have to imagine you have to play the foul game if you can't get the steal quick.
Yeah, you know, time is getting, that last possession was huge for Pella Christian. They make a basket, get it down to 4 or 3. You know, now you got a chance to play defense and get another steal and maybe come down and tie the game. But by them turning the ball over instead, that just probably sealed the game for Dallas Center Grimes.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate break there for the Eagles. They've, you know, give them credit. They fought back the second half,
well, they
or
played
the first half.
More energy in the second half than they did in the first. They got themselves too far behind in that second quarter, and we knew this was going to be a tight game, a close game. I think DCG is like a 3 or 4 point favorite, not a huge favorite, but just a little bit of a favorite. And they had to play well in order to come out and get them, and they still got a chance. But boy, you got to make something happen here in the last 40 seconds.
Yeah, and I mean, Calix Cahill, I got to give him a lot of credit. He's been the guy tonight when Dallas Center Grimes has needed just a moment to slow down. He comes in, he's the second leading scorer for this team. Jackson Green, who is the leading scorer, really hasn't done much, just 8 points. It's been a quiet 8 points. Cahill, maybe not scoring a ton tonight, but, just been a model of consistency for this Dallas Center Grimes squad. The inbound pass goes to Jaden Jones. Now Jackson Green, and Dane Giedings commits the 5th foul on the Eagles, so Green will go to the line and shoot. Dane Giedings picks up his first. And so the Eagles are going to have to hope for some missed free throws there from Green. Calix Cahill, the lone Mustang, at the free throw line to rebound as Green connects on the first free throw, 63-56.
Bumps it now to a 3-possession game, so it's going to make it even tougher. Not impossible, but certainly a lot tougher.
And Green knocks down the second free throw, and now he comes out of the game for Brogan Fuller. Dane Giedings with the basketball across half court. Giedings looking to drive baseline, look for Van Arendonk, and Giedings turned it over. And that will be the dagger.
Yeah, that's that. Again, another possession that came out empty because of a turnover. Last 2 times down the floor, the turnovers have not given him any points or any opportunities to even score.
Jonathan Howard's going to the line after Isaiah Breams commits his 4th foul and the team's 6th. Well, Jonathan Howard,
it gives him
helping
life
him out.
Yeah, it gives him life yet.
Yep. No matter what, it stays a 3-possession game for the moment.
Believe it or not, I have seen teams score 10 points in 8.5 a minute.
Oh, he missed both. So the Eagles going to have to work quickly, though, as Tyson DeVries kicks to Isaiah Breams for 3. It's off front iron, and Calix Cahill comes down with the rebound. And that should all but do it. As up ahead, it's Brogan Fuller underneath the basket. He'll kick back out to Jonathan Howard to Tate Perrin. Eagles will not foul, and that'll do it. 64-56. Pella Christian falls to Dallas Center Grimes here. Tough one for the Eagles. Just didn't do enough in the first half to give themselves the ability to win this game tonight. We'll take a break and we'll be back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth with the cabinet design of Pella Radio postgame show after this on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Whether you're expanding your operation to meet growing demand, investing in new technologies to maximize your yields, or simply safeguarding your farm for future generations. Bank Iowa can help you take the next step towards solidifying your operation's continued success. So anything you can imagine, let's make it happen. Bank Iowa, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mike Blom with Cabinet Design of Pella and Wood Harbor Cabinetry is just as attentive and imaginative as you are when it comes to your remodel. Just ask Justin Plate of Pella.
I've known Mike for a lot of years, and he's just known for high quality and attention to detail, and I'm kind of a perfectionist type person. I really like things done the right way. I've known him to be very high attention to detail and have been really impressed through that whole project.
Hi, I'm Mike Blom, the Cabinet Guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations.
The staff at Pella Real Estate Services would like to say thank you to all the area residents who have supported our growing business.
We're now so much more than just Mike and Sarah Bouquet and feel honored to be of service to this great community and surrounding areas.
We want to wish everyone and their families a truly hope-filled new year.
Call any member of our team at 628-1BUY and ask how we can assist you this new year.
That's 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust in Knoxville supports all the Marion County athletic teams and athletes competing this year. The values of hard work, sportsmanship, and perseverance will help them not only on the field, but in life for years to come. When you want these values in your automotive service, look no further than Raceway Tire and Exhaust, your one-stop auto headquarters located at 1318 West Bell Avenue in Knoxville, or at racewaytireandexhaust.com.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust. We got what you need to get you on the go.
As part of the recent upgrade to our Cartrol gas station at Two Rivers Cooperative in Pella, we now have a diesel blender pump with 5 different options available. Now through March, you can select straight number 1 diesel or choose from 4 different blends of number 1 and number 2 to get the right mix to keep your diesel vehicle from gelling during our cold Iowa winter. Look for our diesel blender pump at the Cartrol gas station at Two Rivers Cooperative in Pella.
The home and field advantage, Two Rivers Co-op.
Salads, pasta now, pep up nachos, pizza, wow, you can pep up anything, pepperoni. Pep it up, it's the one and only. Pep it up, Hormel pepperoni.
Welcome back to the Cabinet Design of Pella radio post-game show at Cabinet Design of Pella. They expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. Call Mike Blom, the Cabinet Guy at Cabinet Design of Pella. And tough break for the Eagles tonight. They just built too big of a hole for themselves here in the first half of the boys' game and just couldn't overcome it in the second half. They put up a valiant fight, just couldn't get any closer than 4 points.
Well, they played really hard in the second half, and they, like I said, the only thing that got them in the biggest problem was when they really had to go scrap after the basketball and force the issue. Dallas Center Grimes, veteran team, well coached, quick athletes, was able to get the ball to the open guy and get some easy baskets off of that pressure, and that was a big difference for Pella Christian tonight. They could not come away with that victory.
No, they could not. And when we jump right into it with our final stats presented by the draft agency, if you want to take us into tonight's final stats from what you've got from this boys'
DCG
game.
ended up shooting 45% for the night. Pella Christian 43%, so not a lot of difference there. Pella Christian is 5 for 9 in the fourth quarter, 7 for 12 in the third quarter. So second half they shot the ball really well, but the 3 for 14 shooting in the second quarter is what really killed them, and they just got too far behind. Turnover-wise, 15 for Pella Christian, 12 for Dallas Center Grimes. Of those 15, though, 10 of them came in that second half, and so that hurt them too, because when they had an opportunity to come back, a couple of chances down the floor that they turned the ball over and didn't get any shots off to narrow it to 2 or 3 points and get them back an opportunity to win the game, and just didn't get that done. Rebounding-wise, Pella Christian 11 offensive, 19 defensive, a total of 30. 9 offensive and 18 defensive for DCG for 27. So pretty even game really as a whole. Just a couple of things that went bad. One of which was free throw shooting, 10 for 18 for Pella Christian, 10 for 14 for DCG. If Pella Christian makes a few more of those at the right time, all of a sudden this is a whole lot different looking game.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually had 10 of 19 at the free throw
Well,
line. I could be wrong, but
I might have missed a circle here too. I got chicken scratches.
I'd say it's all, regardless, 10 of 18, 10 of 19, either way, and not what the Eagles are wanting tonight.
You're right. I can't count.
I'd say either way, I don't say that to, prove I'm right or anything like that. I'm looking at it, and I had 10 of 19. You had 10 of 18. Either way, that's not a number that is good.
By 9:30 at night, all of this page looks kind of like a jumbled mess at this point.
Yeah, but the scoring breakdown here, we'll start with Dallas Center Grimes, who put 6 out of 8 guys in double figures tonight. 10 points for Brogan Fuller, 10 for Jaden Jones, 4 for Tate Parent, 15 for Jonathan Howard, 13 for Calix Cahill, 10 for Jackson Green, 0 for Owen Vasey, who played sparingly in that game. But that is the scoring breakdown for Dallas Center Grimes. For Pella Christian, 10 for Tyson DeVries, 15 for Dane Geetings, 9 for Josiah Voss, 14 for Isaiah Breams, 5 for Caleb Van Erdog, 3 for Caden Croyd, 2 for Benny Schurz, and that is the final stats presented by the Verduft Agency. Let Chad Lancer and Larry examine your stats and customize an insurance plan for you. The Verduft Agency, providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. Win as we go into our Hormel Foods Radio key play and player of the game. I'm going to go first with our player of the game. I think that, he's not going to be the highest scorer. In fact, he's not even in the top 3 highest scorers, but I think the key player tonight was Josiah Voss. I think that he had that 7 straight points for the Eagles in that third quarter, really kind of helped spark the turnaround in this game, and I thought that he was the key to the Eagles' second half turnaround.
Yeah, it had that, if Pella Christian had won the game, I'd have said that was that 7 points there that he made was the play of the game. The way it turned out, I can't call that the play of the game, but Josiah had a really good stretch in there, played really hard. I thought there was other people. I thought Caden Croyd made an influence defensively around the basket and changed a few things that DCG had done early in the game. I thought everybody worked hard, especially in that second half, and gave it their, a full effort. It was a game they knew that it was going to be tough to win, but that it was winnable, and they just didn't quite get it done.
And I would say, too, to add to that, our key play of the game, I'm going to go back because you mentioned that 7 points would have been probably the play of the game had Pella Christian won it. I'm going to say that the play of the game was after Pella Christian cut it to 4, and I know this isn't a positive play for Pella Christian, but after they cut it to 4, Dallas Center Grimes got the ball. Calix Cahill got it to the free throw line, made a nice dump down pass to, I believe it was Jonathan Howard. He got fouled and made the shot. Ended up being a 3-point play. Dallas Center Grimes stretched it back out to 7. The Eagles remained close the rest of the way, but I felt like that shot was really the big difference in the game and the biggest moment.
Yeah, that play happened with 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter. I wrote it down here, and it was a play where Dallas Center Grimes, we had just cut it to 4. Dallas Center Grimes was right down the floor, gets a layup and a foul, and makes it a 7-point lead. And Pella Christian just never was able to regain anything after that. Once they had it down at that 4:40 mark, and again a couple turnovers after that, and pretty soon all of a sudden it's the lead is snowballed back up. They were able to knock down a few shots to kind of stay with them at that point, but it was too much DCG at that point.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to DCG. That was a big play there. Our Hormel Foods Radio key play and player of the game. Looking for a key to your new career, visit HormelJobsKnoxville.com. We'll take another break. I don't know if Coach Bohr is going to join us or not. I haven't seen the Eagles even leave the locker room yet. So
I'm sure he's having a little chat with them.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. We'll take a short time out and see if he'll join us up here. If not, we will wrap up with In Closing presented by Light and State Bank right after this on KNIA, KRLS.com. Again, Pella Christian falls to Dallas Center Grimes 64-56.
Hi, this is Steve Akers, sales manager at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella. It's hard to believe that it's already 2024 and we're starting a new year. So many things look different now, but one thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to serving you here at Ulrich Ford Lincoln. Our inventory is growing again, and we've added a lifetime powertrain warranty to most of our new and used vehicles. At Ulrich Ford Lincoln, we'll continue taking care of your vehicle needs. From sales to service to body shop, we are here for you. Come by Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella, where we are still taking care of you.
Win winter with the Toro Power Clear Single Stage Snowblower that is loaded with power in a compact size. They are easily maneuverable and clear snow down to the pavement. Get your power clear at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment in Pella. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Weather any storm with the Toro Flex Force electric snowblower that has the most powerful 60-volt battery in its class. Plus, you get the same rugged construction as Toro's gas-powered models. Get your Flex Force snowblower at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
You gave your kids a new puppy or kitten for Christmas. Let's make sure we take care of him. This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, and we have a new puppy and kitten program that provides the attention they need. It involves physical exams, vaccinations, diets, and most importantly, information for you so that you can provide the best care for your new family member. Schedule your new puppy or kitten visit by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
Welcome back one final time to the Cabin Design of Pella Radio postgame show on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. We're joined now by head coach of the Pella Christian boys basketball team, J.D. Bohr, powered by Hy-Vee, following a 64-56 loss to Dallas Center Grimes. And Coach Bohr, right off the bat, kind of talk about the first half. Dallas Center Grimes kind of came out and took advantage right away of, I don't know exactly what, but what was it that you felt like they did well in the first half and maybe didn't go well for you guys that allowed them to get off to such a great start?
Yeah, they're a good basketball team, a good experienced team that can beat you in a lot of different ways. They were ready to go with that. Truthfully, I just felt like, from our perspective, I just didn't like our toughness from the tip, whether it was loose balls, whether it was running the floor, whether it was taking care of the ball. I just didn't think we were doing those things very well there in the first half and truthfully throughout the game. And, you just got to come out and be ready to go, but also just have that mentality of just, especially on your home court, of defending this thing and being that tougher team. And it was disappointing that, we're too good of a team to allow another team to come in here and lay out the terms for the way that game's going to be played. So I was really disappointed in kind of how we started that game. But, again, DCG poses a lot of problems, the way that they can shoot the ball. Their big man inside is excellent. So we just didn't handle some of that stuff very well.
Well, and you talk about, the way that they started things off in the first half. Then the second half, they turned it around in a big way. They cut into that lead. A couple times got it down to 6 to 4 points there. What was the message to the team at halftime to help try to get things turned around and just make sure that guys understand that, the way the first half went is not indicative of the way this team can play?
Yeah, it was pretty simple of just being tougher. There's execution things. There's things that DCG, maybe does better than us as far as the way that they can execute offensively or whatever it is. But if you allow a team like that to come in here and be tougher than you, we've been doing this a little bit, playing from behind, and I'm frustrated by that because we got a good basketball team. There's no reason that we should be allowing teams to gain these leads on us and act like, oh, we can, come back and play tough. Yeah, we can come back and play tough, but man, I'd like to see us set the tone and set the energy for the way that this game's going to be played and dictate the terms for how that's going to go. And DCG did that tonight, so we wanted to be better in that in the second half, and we probably were. We probably were better for what that's worth. But obviously, you can't. I don't know what we got down 17. Shoot, you're going to give DCG 17-point lead. It's a tough uphill climb.
That it is, and we're talking to head coach of the Pella Christian boys basketball team, J.D. Bohr, powered by Hy-Vee, following a loss to Dallas Center Grimes. One other thing that we got to talk about from this game, too, is free throw shooting. I know that I didn't get to see the game Saturday. I heard secondhand that free throw shooting against Oskaloosa on Saturday wasn't what it typically is for this Eagles team. Tonight, the same thing, 10 of 19 is what we had you guys down for at the line. What's been the difference at the line and just guys not knocking down those shots like they are accustomed to? Because I know this team is capable of being a really good free throw shooting team.
Yeah, I think we are. I mean, I feel like I keep saying the same thing, Tyler, but there's certainly an element of just mental toughness, of just that confidence going to the line. You know, obviously free throw shooting is a mental thing mostly. You know, there's obviously some physical elements, and you know, we haven't had practice in forever, but once we do, obviously that's going to be a big thing that we got to work on it and shoot the ball better. But we got to be able to go to the line with some confidence, and you know, we're not doing that. I think there's a mental toughness element to free throw shooting that we just got to work through, and we will. We're a good shoot. We got good shooters on this team, you know, and we're just going through a funk there. But 10 for 29, yeah. I mean, shoot, you're not going to win games doing that, and that's obviously got to get better for us.
And you mentioned getting practice time. I know that the weeks have been a little bit crazy. The schedule's finally caught up now. You don't have any more makeup games, anything like that. The schedule's back on track, and you get those practice days. What's going to be the thing, your message to the guys getting back to practice and just not, utilizing this time to, I guess, what's the way that you're going to utilize this time with the guys to get things turned around before you play another really tough game against Grandview Christian Friday night?
Yeah, to be determined a little bit. You know, we'll kind of go back and watch this one over, and we got to be careful, of course, when it comes to these practices. There's a lot of wear and tear on the bodies here in the next couple weeks, so we gotta be smart about what we're doing in practice. But when there's opportunities to go, I want to see guys compete. I want to see guys be tough. I want to see kind of that mentality shift start in practice and then grow from there. So we'll be using those opportunities. We got a good group of guys. We got guys that, I can tell are eager to respond to a challenge. And DCG posed a challenge to us tonight. And we're going to see how we respond to that moving forward. I like this group, and, I know they're committed to this and want to continue to get better.
And one final question here for you, Coach Bohr, before we let you go. Again, we mentioned Grandview Christian on Friday night. They're a team that, as a lot of people are going to know, they've been at the state tournament many times over the last couple of years. In Class 1A, they've made the jump up to 2A now. Should be a pretty good game on Friday night. They're a team that is a little bit different than Dallas Center Grimes, where they're not as much with they're primarily bigs, not necessarily through the guard play, where Dallas Center Grimes gives you a little bit of mix of both. I know that you've been focusing hard on Dallas Center Grimes, but what's kind of the way that you guys shift your mindset to play a new squad and try to shut down some of the size of Grandview Christian?
Yeah, there's hardly any preparation that we've had in the past 2 weeks. I mean, it's just been up and down, so it's hard to say that we're going to shift our mindset too much, like we're just going to go out and play, but obviously a little more size will be a good challenge for us. It's not something that we've seen too much this year. I'm just trying to think. I mean, I don't really know. Obviously, DCG's got some size with Cahill in the middle, but other than that, we haven't faced a lot of teams that really want to play through the post. So I'm looking forward to that, and just seeing some of those guys step up on the defensive end and the offensive end as well.
Absolutely, Coach Bohr. Appreciate the time as always, and we wish you the best of luck against Grandview on Friday, and do practice this week, and hopefully you survive all the homecoming festivities throughout the week here unscathed.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We're thankful to be here. A lot of great school spirit. This is a big week for us, and looking forward to continuing to grow with this team and see what we can do moving forward.
Absolutely. That was head coach of the Pella Christian boys basketball team, J.D. Bohr, here on the Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show. In closing, presented by Leighton State Bank. Fortunately, the Eagles unable to walk away with a win here tonight against Dallas Center Grimes, but they're going to regroup, show up on Friday, and looking to pick up wins against Grandview Christian for homecoming. Again, that can be heard live on 92.1 KRLS. Pregame at 6 o'clock, tip-off at 6:15. Myself and Wynn Veenstra will have the call. Thanks for tuning in at this edition of Pella Christian High School Basketball on KNIA, KRLS.com. Until next time, so long, everybody.